Yes.
Good.
What's special about you? We normally let them out in the morning.
King and country, mate. Been called up.
I'll see you then.
Oh, no, you won't. Once is enough.
Right, let's go over that bit again.
No! No, I'm tired. I was with your colonel and the Welsh professor all night and most of the day. It is enough. This is not what I agreed.
Oh, yes, it is, and you know it. You also know that time is running out. Like it or not, Monsieur Viardot, your existence and future are key to an Allied victory. Now, you get used to that. Now, the German garrison are housed in this area here, right? Garrison vehicles are kept here. The rocket transports here. The tote workers have their quarters here. The guardhouses are obvious from our own photo-record pictures. Here, vehicles in, vehicles out. Now, these steel doors, who operates them and where?
As a rule, they are operated from the blockhouses here and here. But obviously there must be some interior control. I don't know where it is.
Checkpoints.
Every 300 meters in the tunnel complex, as I told you.
How many guards?
I don't know military terms. A company...
How many? 100, 200?
About 200, I think. Maybe more.
The minefield. Does it go right round the complex? A complete circle?
Is there any point in one that does not?
Frequently.
I think it is complete.
I don't understand how they could build such a place without someone knowing about it. Something this size takes years to complete, not weeks.
They only had to enlarge it. It existed already.
As a quarry.
It hasn't been used as a quarry since the First World War, when it was made into an underground ammunition dump. So the storage areas and the tunnels existed already. The Germans had only to modify and enlarge them.
You didn't tell us that bit.
You didn't ask.
Are you still want to fight?
Train.
Sorry to wake you, sir.
What time is it, Sergeant?
Almost 9:30, sir, and your party's arrived. Shall I send her in?
Oh, God, yes. You might as well.
Did you have a good kip, sir?
Your insubordination showing, Sergeant.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Come in, Miss Portalis.
It's me, sir. Sergeant Burkitt.
Oh. What can I do for you, Sergeant?
I'm sorry to trouble you, sir, but it's my section officer. She thinks I stuck my file in front of your face or something. What I mean is she doesn't believe that you made a genuine request for transfer. And you did, didn't you, sir?
Of course I did, Sergeant. We both know that you didn't influence my decision in any way. What's your section officer's name?
Section Officer Naylor, sir.
Naylor.
Extension 282.
Right. Did you get your posting?
No, sir. It went to Section Officer Naylor. That's why.
I see. Very well, Sergeant. You get back to your billet and start packing. I'll clarify the matter with your section officer.
Thank you, sir.
Il n'y a pas de quoi, mademoiselle. Come in.
Miss Portalis, to see you, sir.
Right. Show her in, Sergeant. Good morning. I wasn't sure you were going to turn up.
Why not, Major?
Well, you work late at night.
And rise late in the mornings. I've even missed my breakfast to be here.
Well, if it's any comfort to you, I haven't had mine either. Miss Portales, we may be seeing rather a lot of each other. We might as well start amicably. Would you like to sit down?
You have my file, I presume. Was there something special you wish to have confirmed?
Yes. You are a successful singer. You're a civilian without military experience or training. Yet you volunteered for special duties. Why?
I love my country.
Yes, you lived in France, in the area around Chantilly and Senlis.
Yes, with my family. I lived there for 15 years. Why?
For the moment, I think I should ask the questions. What is it?
There's a brew up on the next floor, sir. Do you want a cup?
No, thank you.
You have been here all night.
Will you get out, Sergeant? I'm trying to win the war. Where was I?
Trying to win the war, Major?
I'm sorry, I really have been here all night, you know. Miss Portales, there's a rather nice little coffee shop in the Strand. If you'd allow me to buy you breakfast, I think it might be easier for both of us.
That would be delightful.
Good. Jean Belong, Brooks.
Normally a good soldier, sir. One of the best.
I know, but he'll have to be charged. It'll mean sending him back to his unit. Pity.
There may be a way out, sir. This signal arrived this morning. I think you better read it.
Special duties? What the devil does that mean?
I hardly think it matters, sir. It solves our problem. Let them sort him out.
All right, let's have him in.
Sergeant Cameron.
Cameron, you must be well aware of the seriousness of the implications of your conduct last night. You are incapable of self-control. You're a danger to yourself and a menace to this unit.
I could not accept the insulting remarks that had been thrown at me, sir.
That's enough. You put me in a very embarrassing position. You know I should charge you. And with that, you'd be reduced to the ranks and returned to your unit. Luckily for you, I've been forestalled. You have been posted to special duties. In the nick of time, I think we can say.
Sir.
I'm not going to take any action over this, but you have let me down, Cameron, and the commando. Just remember you're being let off the hook. Now get out.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
It's on paper, looks possible.
Second Lieutenant Raw to see you, sir.
Oh, good.
Good morning.
Mademoiselle Raw. Thank you for coming at such short notice. You don't actually know me. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Squires.
Hello.
Major Gallagher.
How do you do?
Hello.
Do sit down. Now, I was one of the adjudicating officers who graded you during your initial training program for the Free French. And I've kept your file under observation from time to time because I thought you might potentially be of use to us, should the occasion arise. Has now risen, Major.
Thank you, sir. Miss Raw, you were working in Paris when war broke out. You were training as a wireless operator and cipher clerk when France fell. You came to England and joined the Free French Forces. Why?
Why not? My country is overrun by the Boche. I want to fight back. Perhaps you don't understand, Major, the shame of capitulation.
Yes, of course. What I was really asking was, why did you choose to come here? Not stay behind and fight with the resistance where it is actually happening.
It was personal. My fiancé decided to leave and fly with the RAF. I was very much in love. I came too. No mystery or heroics, just a very young woman with only herself in mind. Jacques was killed, and I grew up a little. I volunteered to work for General de Gaulle. You see, I will do anything to help France.
Georgie, I thought you was inside.
Not anymore, love.
You haven't bust out.
Rolling your own now, Alice? Didn't know you smoked. Size 10. Nice shine.
I'm living with someone now, George. Well, you was inside. 8 years. I'm not getting any younger, Georgie.
It's all right, love. I didn't expect you to wait any more than I would. 8 years, bleeding lifetime. Why the hell should you? Who is it, Alice?
Bobby Prendergast.
There's a thing then. Bobby Prendergast. Is he working?
Not a lot. He can't get a job, you see, him being a deserter and that. That'll be him now. Bobby? You never guess who's here. It's Georgie Macklin.
Oh. Hello, Mr. Macklin.
Bobby.
Look, I am sorry about you getting burnt and that. We didn't expect you out. Did we, Alice? I mean...
Did I say anything? Huh? Or did I? I know how it is in our line. Rules of the game, old son. Forget it. Just wanted to see how Alice was. Thought you'd been called up.
Yeah, well, I only did 14 months. I scarpered. Means I've got to keep my head down, you know.
Oh, sure, no. They send you anywhere? Overseas?
No. I spent my time trudging all over Salisbury Plain.
Salisbury Plain? Well, ain't that interesting. Come over here, Bobby. Take a gander at this. Know that place?
Sorry, Mr. Macklin, I can't help you.
Never mind. Thanks anyway. Bobby, who grassed on me? I better be off now, girl. You take good care of yourself, Alice.
I'm ever so sorry, Georgie.
Who does he think he is? Coming back here. He may be the best Peter man in the business, but he ain't half going to get a shock when he gets to Salisbury Plain.
Thank you, Miss Raw. Brooks?
Thank you.
She seems to be ideal, sir. Would you be able to get out the necessary?
You say you want her? She'll have her posting and travel warrant by special messenger before the end of the day, once I've cleared it with her superiors. Good. Well, according to your list, we seem to be nearing completion. But who the hell is this chap from the RASC?
Call him!
What in hell is this about?
I applied for special duties, sir.
Without consulting your commanding officer. You've no right to do such a thing. There are channels, Macaulay.
There wasn't time, sir.
Time? What do you mean there wasn't time?
I applied for special duties before you became OC, sir.
Don't give me that bull. You knew I wouldn't recommend a transfer, so you tried the back door. I know you don't think much of it here, Macaulay, but good officers are hard to come by. Even difficult ones. Major O'Rourke will take over your company pro temp. I see there's a travel warrant attached to your posting. Make sure you properly clear this unit. That's all.
Jenny, where do we keep the 1-inch maps?
Over there, Captain, where they always are. Next drawer down.
Westbury. Now, where is Westbury?
Salisbury Plain, sheet 167, just left of the centrefold and below the strawberry jam.
How come you're so efficient? Do you know every wretched map?
Not really. It's one we have to consult regularly. WD training site, artillery ranges.
Artillery ranges. I should have known. Jenny, you have great talents.
You should know.
Oh, I can't make it tonight, love. Been posted.
Scotland Yard. Inspector Stern, please. Set me up, would he? Inspector Stern. George Macklin. No, they let me out. Look, Gov, I just wanted to say ta for getting me out. No, straight up, I mean it, and I'll do you a favour. Bit of quid pro quo, you know what I mean? You remember Bobby Prendergast? You wanted him for knocking over the old man at the Benson place. That's right. Well, he's a deserter. Not very patriotic, is he? And you can find him at 76 Omdurman Street. That's right. You're welcome. I'll see you around.
So, the first one is Sergeant Duncan Cameron. Commando. He's a Highlander. He's got all the right qualifications. He's seen service on every junket the Marines have mounted. With any luck, he'll be my backbone, sir. Sally Burkitt, Sergeant, ATS. Intelligent, organised, independent thinker, and a nice sense of humour.
Anything else going for her?
Yes, sir. She was brought up and educated to the age of 16 in Dusseldorf. She has near-perfect German. I might just need that.
Splendid. Next.
Simone Portales, singer, French. Born in Chantilly, so she has a specialised knowledge of the area. She also speaks good German, and I might find a use for her very obvious charms. Nigel Macaulay, first-class officer, highly unorthodox, but a good all-rounder. He's wasted where he is. He's constantly on the carpet for going against the book. Well, I checked all that. He does go against the book, but generally rightly so when he does.
I hope we're not going to argue about that one. I'm a book man. I wrote quite a bit of it.
Next.
This one's Merchant Navy, Geoffrey Wilson. Born in Marseille. Grew up there when his father deserted his mother. He's been on the Atlantic convoys mostly, but he decided to volunteer for special duties. He's another German speaker, and French, of course, is a second language to him. Ellen Robinson. Mrs. WT trained, an expert in ciphers. She encodes quicker than anyone in the ministry. Her husband was killed at Dunkirk, sir. Mrs. Robinson's a little older than I would have liked.
Now, why aren't we using already trained people? It's immediate.
Yes, I thought of that initially, of course, sir, but I decided against it. There's no one really suitable that we can trust.
You taking that girl I offered you?
Solange Raw, second lieutenant, Free French Forces.
Rather a lot of women?
Yes, sir, I know. But if you add to that Macklin, the safecracker, the Frenchman L'Envoy, and this damned scientist fellow we've had wished upon us, and we have a balanced team.
All right. Well, you've done a good job, Gallagher. Thank you very much. Tim, you happy?
Yes.
When do we start?
The team arrives at the hall tomorrow. Training begins the following morning. You'll do it with them.
Well, I shall keep an eye on them, of course, sir, but it's not necessary for me to go through the whole thing.
Well, I think you'll find your orders clearly state that I am in charge of training, after which you take over. Until that happens, you're under my command. You will train with the rest of them.
Will you lay on transport to pick them up from the station, sir, or shall I see to it?
Oh, there'd be transport from the station to the edge of the plain, where they'd be dropped off one by one. Their joining instructions simply tell them to rendezvous precisely on time at a map reference. Well, there's a marked course, I don't deny, but it just happens that the markers end in the middle of an artillery range, which happens to be where a combined ops exercise is in progress. So I'm afraid they have to cross a mock battlefield, in the middle of a mock battle. Now, that could be difficult, even dangerous, if you see what I mean.
You're a bit of a bastard, aren't you, sir?
No, not really, old man.
And good luck, gentlemen.
Sir.
And the Fourth Arm continues next Monday night at 12:10.